G'day guys and welcome. My name is Michael and I am the DeadAussieGamer and welcome to episode 10 of Minion Quest, our D&D 5th edition adventure that follows the tale of 4 monsters as they travel through the fantasy realm of Orlestria. Now, our heroes have endured a number of trials and tribulations in recent weeks, but hopefully their journey will come to an end as they finally reach the Vildraven Vale. The master that they seek will hopefully tap into and unlock some of their latent power, perhaps even explaining the origins of some of the more mysterious elements to the powers that they seem to be growing into. Who will this master be and what secrets do they hold? Well, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode along with Brick, our Orcish Barbarian, Manfred, our Manticore Wizard, Stickyfingers, the Grung Rogue, and Ray, our Hollow Cleric, in today's episode entitled Familiar Shores. Enjoy. It is late in the afternoon, and the forest stretches out in front of you. You can see the clear blue sky beaming overhead as you enter a vale leading upwards along a hilly rise. As you approach, the sound of cawing, not unlike a crow or a buzzard, you can see the shadows of something flying just in front of where you are. A spray of feathers, and the sound of some kind of bestial yowl, a creature in distress further up ahead. Approaching the nearby rampway, you can see a pair of large buzzards circling what appears to be a large horse-like creature, but the horse seems unusual. It has the upper body of a falcon and seems to be cut and scraped and scratched all over. The two vultures circling and every now and then swooping down where the creature stretches out and tries to fight back against its attackers, but to very little avail. This is the sight you see as you approach the landing.
Is that the way to Agamemnon?
It is indeed. Just at the top of this ridgeline will lead you straight into the vale.
Man, why did there have to be a hippogriff thingamajig, whatever it is, right there? Well, I guess we better go help it, or, we should go. Yeah, we should go help it. All right, let's go.
Is this
Team
more hero
strike.
stuff?
You seem to be embracing the hero thing a little bit more.
Well, isn't that the decision we made? What are we? So, okay, all right. What are we doing?
I'm
Are we
glad you're
being
on
heroes
board.
or not? Because
Glad
I'm
you're
on board with this. And Ray, before you were saying to me, you were like, "Hey, Stickyfingers, you should be the moral compass on this team," and so I am. And then, like, literally a few minutes later, you're like, "Actually, I'm gonna kill everyone. Who cares?"
Not everyone,
So-
just one person.
I think that
I
thing's
think
killing that thing.
let's just.
We'll
Let's
talk
go
about
later.
this later. But we're doing the hero thing for now because I think that's what you want. You're denying it, but
Okay,
I'm
fine.
a
fine.
run.
Let's go.
I'm a run.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're killing you.
Follow.
let's go into initiative. Wow, it's
If,
almost like I
if-
forget.
If hypothetically Nick couldn't see a map, where might that be? Just
Ah,
hypothetically.
Go into map.
Oh
and
my
type in
god! Oh, there's a
forest.
map.
No.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at
there's-
Magic. Magic of the internet, people.
Oh my
all right.
gosh.
So, we have rolled initiative. The vultures do get to go first. The first
They
of the
already
vultures.
went.
Yeah, they were going there while you were having your
yeah,
moral
you were
dilemma.
talking.
Yeah, fair.
I was just sitting
Perfect.
watching you talk.
All right. The first vulture notices from its aloft position the creatures that are moving up towards it. It does a flyby swoop near Stickyfingers. It doesn't attack you, but you can tell it is trying to sort of scare you off as it swoops down and then back up and out. Which is also my Velociraptor sound.
Ooh.
All right, the second vulture continues its attack against the injured hippogriff. It swings down and with its beak tries to tear at some of its feathers. However, it catches a hoof to the back as it flies back up. Brick, you're up next.
I'm gonna kill a bird.
All right.
I'm having more chicken. I'm gonna run over to old Betsy here. Is it high enough for me to be able to reach?
It is 20 foot above you. However, yes, you can throw your spear if you wanted to. But given your distance, what you could actually do as well is you could climb up the ridge there that you could see, and you would be equally in line and right next to where it is.
I would like to climb up said ridge, be in line with it, but I will not attack it. I will try and jump on it and land it on the ground.
All right.
Roar!
All right, I'm going to give you advantage on this athletics check as you run for this thing because A, you're charging, B, it is literally just at the perfect height for you to leap off and onto it. Make your athletics check as you take to the air. Where's it coming?
That's pretty good.
You land hard on its back. It squawks as you sort of make it drop about 5 foot as you've suddenly changed its weight. You are now atop it, grabbing it around its scrawny neck.
Dumb bird. Shut your mouth.
You kind of grab its beak as you say that, and it's.
Am I like riding a vulture right now?
You are legitimately riding a vulture.
Yeah, that's all I'll do.
And for some reason or another, and in this moment, you magically manifest a motorbike helmet and a motorbike jacket with little studs on it. Yep, that's it. All right. The injured hippogriff lies there. You notice that even though it is injured, it is not out of the fight. It seems to be using its wings to shield itself and something underneath it. You're not sure what, as it uses its claws to try and kick away the vulture attacking it. With a natural one, you notice that one of its legs is twisted. It's a hard angle. It most likely was forced to the ground and has broken or twisted the claw that it's using to attack. It instead retracts it and continues to conceal something beneath its wings. Manfred!
All right, following a similar inspiration to Brick, taking off and trying to tackle the other one, using my claws and trying to tackle it down to the ground.
All right, Manfred spreads out his large wings and takes to the sky as well. The Manticore flies forward and attempts an athletics check to try and grab onto this vulture.
Definitely one of my strong points. I'm going to use one of my. I'm going to use one of my advantages. This needs to work.
Yeah.
All right, Manfred is using one of the advantages from our lovely audience donations to roll an advantage. Oh, and what an advantage!
Nice.
All right, Manfred, as you sort of grab it by its legs, you enter into a barrel roll with this creature where you've basically wrestled it. And as you've tumbled over it, you've ended up on top of it as well. You're using your wings almost like a cape to stabilize yourself from falling, but you too have it around the neck. For whatever reason, my wizard and barbarian are now flying.
Good.
Proud of you. Proud of you, Manny. We'll have vulture races.
Stickyfingers, you can see your
much
comrades.
You joke, but vulturations sound awesome. How tall is this cliff here between me and the hippogriff?
The cliff beside you is 35 feet tall.
Oh man, that's just out of range. I'm going to.
How high is your jump?
25 feet.
25 feet? With a 25 feet, you can get halfway to the ridge and make a athletics check to try and hang on to the side.
Ooh. Oh, sorry. My high jump is actually 15 feet. My long jump is 25 feet. So I assume that's probably
Same
still a
difference.
no-go.
Yeah, well, same difference.
Then yeah, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna and then roll my athletics check. Why do I have a -1 in athletics? I'm a rogue.
That's why.
Why does your wizard have higher athletics?
As you leap upwards, you grab onto a rock. As it does so, the rock breaks and you begin to fall. As you do so, I need you to make me a persuasion check real quick. You're not doing anything particular, but just
You're
make me
going to see how much damage you're about to take.
I'm gonna persuade the rocks not to hurt me.
Roll to negotiate with your DM.
Oh.
It did not
Mate,
work.
mate,
All right.
got some good rolls.
You fall, and as you fall 15 foot, you land hard on the rock underneath you, taking a grand total of 2 points of
Yeah.
damage.
That's not as much pain.
You
All right.
fall into my mouth.
Ah.
All right. Ray, you're up next.
I'm going to
Oh, Ray.
hesitantly
Right there.
maybe step to about 15 foot to just below Stickyfingers. Do I have line of sight of the second vulture or just the first vulture?
With it being 35 foot up, you do not have it unless you go upwards about another 10 feet.
Yeah, so I have an 120 foot range as long as I can see
Mm-hmm.
on chill touch.
Yep, so you'll need to be up 10
So-
foot, and then yes, you could reach it.
Yes. What about Giant Vulture 1? Can I see that?
Oh,
from where
yeah,
I am?
100%. Yep.
Yeah, I'll just go for that one then. And do chill touch.
All right.
Try and help Brick out.
Your hair
Right.
begins to glow with this this white ghostly energy, and you watch as this spectral hand sort of reaches out, made of cold and ice. It creates a fog of cold air around it as it reaches over, and you may attempt it on the vulture. It touches onto the side of its wing. There's a as the wings slowly begin to freeze and ice cakes over some of the wings. Deal your damage.
I never hit with things. I'm like, oh, how do you do damage?
That's like me.
I prefer hot
Yes.
chicken, but this works as well.
All right. As you injure it, it attempts to maintain its stability, flying. It does so, just barely, but it dips a little bit as one of the wings sort of freezes. It sort of flaps it and shakes off some of the ice, but and manages to stay aloft. Giant Vulture 1 does not like Brick being there.
Yeah.
Brick, it flies straight into the cliffside over here. You may make an athletics check to pull it away from the cliff. As
Is
it
it
tries to,
kamikazing?
it
I'm
is
a
going to
rata-
try. It is going
I'm
to
a-
try and fly so that its back is scraping along the cliff face.
I'm a ratatouille, this bird. Nah, 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 nah.
Oh!
I don't
Ratatouille.
think so.
Whoa, that's not what happens. What happens
Uh-oh.
is
Oh.
as it sort of leans to sort of crush you against the wall, you flip around and do a handstand. Your legs then run across the side of the wall as you hold on to it, and as it comes out the other side, you then again just flip back into the saddle and sort of hold it by the neck, having avoided the crushing damage. The vulture is angry and is still thrashing about, but it can't seem to shake the mighty Brick. Manfred, your vulture is a little bit more, I suppose, unfamiliar with your. Well, vultures in this particular world are accustomed to the races here. Flying creatures are not common, especially flying creatures that grab people. So it is going to do what instinctively the vulture thinks it should do, and that is fly 80 foot straight up.
Oh.
As it does
Yes.
so, I need you to make an athletics check as you begin to soar. You're mostly just to hang on to it rather than to fly yourself.
Oh.
Oh, your grip slips, and it manages to lose you at the 40-foot mark.
Oh, jeez.
So at the 40-foot
Got
mark,
it.
you kind of drop off from the side of it. It is quite, as you can imagine, quite hard to hang on to something ascending vertically at that speed. Brick, it is your turn.
I will look at my friends. They're all right. And I will, I will try to hook both my arms under its wings and like hold them so it can't fly. And I want to crash landing this bird into the ground.
Make an athletics check.
Easy. You don't just have to hit things, guys.
It's very true. It's very true.
I want to say I'm raging, but I think I'm just having fun. 15.
Emotions can be two things. Anyway, you're as you do so, you quite happily. This creature is not. I mean, I'll make the roll, but I feel I'm not confident. I'm not buying it.
Chicken.
I'm like, yeah, okay, hold on, wait. You're still
Like
angry.
the barbarian, I dare ya.
All right, here we go. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think he was ready.
He was not ready. All right, so Brick, you scoop your arms underneath each of its wing joints and you pull it back very sharply. It is unable to fly, just flat out unable to fly, and plummets immediately to the ground. Brick, deal 4d6 points of damage to the, we'll just roll, 4d6.
Wow. I just click it again, don't I?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, left click and then right click until you've got 4 dice in your hand, then roll it.
Jeez, I just want him to stop so he could fly away, but all right, if he's gonna, oh my.
Ooh.
All right, there is a thud and a scraping sound as the vulture hits the ground, and you just watch as dirt sort of sprays behind this creature. You can see basically this trail of like just the earth being shifted and moved behind it as it just into the ground. It is not happy. It's definitely not happy. Still alive.
Dead. Oh.
Still alive, but not happy. Not happy in the slightest. All right. The hippogriff. Not being attacked, it seems to, sort of perk its head up. It's looking curiously around as it is trying to assess what's going on. Manfred, you are skyward. Your wings stretch outwards.
All right.
The vulture is 40 foot above you.
40 foot. Okay, I am going to fly up 20 feet to sort of get within 20 feet of it, and basically looking up, and I can imagine what time of the day is it?
It is about 2 p.m.
The angle I'm looking at, I'm basically I can just sort of see like the sun, and then this vulture, as a silhouette amongst the sun, and I just sort of put my hands up in like a triangle shape, and fire bursts out of my hands, doing burning hands.
Very nice. This conflagration of flames flicks upwards as
And
the creature fails to save against it. It does not see it coming.
Ooh.
Ooh, that one. Wait. Oh, sorry. Hold on. That was.
You might have applied damage.
I did. Sorry, my bad. He's not unconscious.
I was like, we'll get there.
You cast Burning Hands in real life and just burned your hands.
Oh, actually, no. If that is the case, then yeah, Brick, your one is actually unconscious.
All right. Well, I've got an unconscious bird, and now I see a burning bird. So I want the hot chicken. So this one, I just go, yeah, and I'm now walking over. I'm just
all right. Stickyfingers.
All right. I got a question first. Did you say these birds have saddles on them?
I did not.
Okay, I think I misheard then. So two things I want to do. One, I want to dash up, which I don't think quite gets me in range, so I probably have to double dash to just do a little bit of a double dash to get there. Then would you permit me to be able to read some poetry to this bird in an attempt to comfort it?
You may do so.
Excellent.
The hippogriff or the bird?
No, the hippogriff, not the
Look, okay, asking chat, is the hippogriff a bird or a mammal? Let me know in chat.
It's a mammal.
Well, we're going to take votes. Eddie,
a mammal.
Eddie, let me know. What's the consensus? Bird or mammal? Go.
Yeah.
All right. So, read your poetry as you make a perform check to try and soothe the great beast.
I will.
That is
but no one can hear.
That is quite decent as you read poetry from your Grung heritage.
Good.
Oh, go on.
A poem. Yes. So, little bird, I've got a nice poem for you that I should have prepared earlier. Don't know why I didn't think to roleplay that. Really hard to Google poems, apparently.
It was even his idea. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm imagining
just-
a song and his throat
From the great poet, the bird, the bird is the word.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm just really glad he didn't stop and say I sing it in aria, because I mean this would have been really fun.
Oh.
Oh God, that's an awful poem about. I don't even want to read that.
Oh, now I want
Skippy,
that one.
Skippy, such a naughty kangaroo. He's uncatchable, untouchable, and uncontainable too. Teachers quiver in fear, while children chant and cheer. For Skippy's come to play with his tricks, and will soon have disappeared. I'll get a better one next time, but I hope that comforted you, little bird.
Bizarrely enough, not even though it doesn't know what a kangaroo is, your words seem to reach out and speak to the inner part of its soul, probably the mammalian part of its soul, as it seems to calm and moves its wings away, revealing underneath a nest of 3 eggs that are speckled with iridescent colors.
Breakfast. I mean, what?
Yes, chicken and eggs.
Yeah.
Ray, it is your turn.
I'm going to float up to, seeing the boys have got this kind of vulture situation handled, I'm going to flab to Sticky Fingers. I'm going to assume it's kind of like towards the end of his poem. And so you're,
You like to think, you hope.
so you're doing a medicine check, I assume, just to make
Yeah,
sure
I was
that
just
you're not
consulting the medicine guide. Yep.
yeah, no worries, I can help you with that. And I'm gonna
Oh, good.
injured leg.
All right, make a medicine check. You watch as Sticky Fingers crumples up a bit of paper and shoves it in his pocket super quick.
Felt like so unintentionally backhanded, being like, "You did a medicine check, right? Like the right thing to be doing."
Not piss farting around with some poetry or anything stupid like that. Yeah,
He's
just-
comforted.
He is
All right.
comforted.
Ray, you are excellent when it comes to the anatomy of people, because you have learned very explicitly how to take people apart. However, this creature not being of a humanoid species is rather unfamiliar to you, and you struggle to really assess how injured it may or may not be. You think it looks reasonably well. It is more, it's taken a lot of defensive wounds and absorbed a lot of the damage to areas that you don't think are very vital. But you can't really tell if it's, how well it's doing.
I think it's fine.
The vulture.
Oh, yeah.
As one vulture is unconscious under brick. The second vulture, aflamed, is now a burning phoenix. It's
Ooh.
glowing ember flames soaring down towards you. The people have voted. It's a beast, by the way, just so we know. It is a beast. As it flies downwards, careening towards Manfred, it is going to sink its talons into you. But if it succeeds, it's not going to do damage. No. It is going to use you as a projectile and collide you into the ground. Let's find out if this...
I was going to try and do the same thing if it was the other way around.
No.
All right, Manfred, that's a hit. These talons sink into your shoulders as it whizzes over your head. It flies down the 80 foot and sees Sticky Fingers, Ray, and the Hippogriff. I'm going to roll a d6 and see who gets hit. 1 or 2 will be Sticky Fingers. 3 or 4 will be Ray. 5 or 6 is going to be the Hippogriff. Ray.
I knew it.
All right.
I hope you're happy.
Come on,
in the
guys,
Fury
you
at
had
the moment.
one job.
Ray is struck by the flying Manfred. And you take
Watch out below!
10 points of damage.
Ooh.
Manfred, you take...
A lot
Feels
more
like
than that. Oh,
Nope, you
Oh,
take
no,
8
fair
points of
enough.
damage.
You're much heavier.
She cushioned your blow.
The bird, however, is now directly above you and within reach, as it seems to be quite enraged. Brick!
I will look at my bird and I'll be like, oh, and I'll look up and just hear Manfred be like, oh, and I'm like, oh.
Actually, what you'll do when you look up, what you actually see is you see this bird soaring straight down like a vertical bullet, and then suddenly this
So
as
I
this
don't.
fall-
So
It's
I
getting
don't
very
see.
Dragon Ball Z fight very fast.
I don't see Maddie or Ray or anyone.
You don't see them at the moment.
I'll look at what I was gonna do. I'll look down and be like, yeah, they're alright. That's
That'll be
all
fine.
I'm doing.
Oh, I just realized I just got Yumchard.
All right. The hippogriff covers its eggs once again as it shields it from the smoke. It uses the opportunity to try and bite the vulture.
Come on, Hippogriff. Come on. You
Oh,
are-
it does bite. It bites hard as, oh damn, 12 damage. It bites into the shoulder of the vulture and shakes its head back and forth, these piercing incisors sort of slicing through the sinew and flesh. Ah, it's so painful. I bit my tongue. Okay.
Don't do that.
And
Need that
Manfred.
talking.
I do.
Maddie, you gotta. Come on, let's go.
Get off me.
I was just like, oh. Just like reach a single hand out and just like poison spray at this thing because it's just like my knee-jerk reaction to get this thing off the top of me.
Very well. You flail around and you rise up. You stretch your tail forward as you shake it loose and
Ah, boo.
you fire a
Yeah.
poison spray.
And it misses it.
It does indeed, as your poison splatters nearby. Stickyfingers.
Okay.
Sticky.
Want to help the bird, mammal, beast, as we decided, but I have poisonous hands and will probably make it worse. So, can I throw a dagger at the bird? Not can, I will.
Dagger.
That's the one. All right, make your attack as you take out one of your daggers. As you hurl it, you throw it. Now, most daggers, you sort of have a spin to it, but you are using a Grung Dirk, which is, of course, a long and pointed, sort of like, it's like a spike almost. So what you throw is almost like throwing like darts at like, you know, like you're in a pub. You're like,
I mean, yeah, cool. And no, why?
it hits.
Oh, it does. Oh, good.
Oh no! Oh yes!
All right, deal your damage as the dirk.
Hey!
And just like that, the dagger finds purchase in the center of the bird. It screeches as it falls backwards and lands on top of Manfred.
Yeah, oh.
Manfred, you
I'm trying to
take
help Manfred.
you take 1 damage as the vulture lands on you. All right, you are out of
Is it
initiative.
possible-
But
Is
yeah,
it
go.
possible is now this is a question. Because they are technically unconscious before it dies, is it possible to try and eat part of its soul?
Yes, however, it does not provide you any additional nourishment or abilities. Your particular ability requires the use of sentient creatures' souls. As these are mindless, well, not mindless, but beasts, they do not provide you enough or the quantifiable nourishment used for your ability.
Okay, so I'll say she probably goes and tries, but it's not enough to try and
Yeah,
get.
it's like eating like, you know, bar snacks. It's not really food, but it's good when you're getting a pint. So, you know.
Ouch.
So it would kind of like
vultures.
it feel like it would be eating, but it probably wouldn't give her hit points back. Is that the mechanical
Empty calories.
Yeah, empty
empty
calories.
calories?
You're just going to get fat. You have to roll fat dice.
You guys just did watch her
sorry, I
suck
meant
a
the-
soul out of a vulture.
Ray,
She probably
Get
gets
this
super,
thing off
super
me.
black and kind of
Yep.
hover over it. and-
Someone help Manny.
Hold on, Manny. I just have to eat this food first. One sec.
Can I say I'm dragging the other one by the leg, just like slowly up behind me?
Absolutely.
I'll
Crawling
be there.
up-
I'll be there in a bit.
Crawling up the ramp with like both legs sort of tied together by a loose rope, dragging it across the ground is Brick, who arrives and sees the other one sprawled out over Manfred.
You alright, Manny?
no!
Oh, alright. I'll pick it up off him.
You do so.
You alright now?
the bird looks at Stickyfingers, and the hippogriff starts to sort of coo as it sort of nuzzles Stickyfingers' armor.
Damn right.
What
Yeah,
are
we
doing,
helped you.
chicken and eggs.
Maybe not. We are. No.
What's the problem?
I mean, that's its children. You know, that's kind of.
All right, we'll eat it too. That's fine.
But look at it. It's so beautiful.
You watch as one of the wings sort of stretches out and grabs Stickyfingers and pulls it underneath, as you know, like right where the nest is. It then
It's
sort
attacking him.
It then sort of hisses at Brick.
Ah, are you all right? Are you hurt?
It is super warm. It's actually almost like being in the middle of a beanbag that is like self-heating.
Wow.
The feathers are soft and downy. Even the eggs sort of radiate this delightful warmth. You're being enveloped by this beanbag.
No, it's actually quite comfortable. I mean, that's nice. I like pat its belly, but it's nice, hippogriff lady man. But I'm not your kid. But you know, glad we could help.
All right, just let me know. I'm happy to kill more chickens.
Sure.
Right, yeah, look, I'm eating those too. Calm down, you stupid bird. I'll go pull the vultures over and start looking at them.
It then starts to groom itself. As it does so, it sort of rises to its feet. You notice as it stands that one of its ankles is indeed twisted. But as it sort of looks at you, it sort of smells you and seems to look at you ponderously.
Oh, I know. I have the beautiful fragrance of which I am starting to call Finn. You can buy it at any of your local markets. Which is a lie. Why are you smelling me, bird?
It again looks at you quizzically, just sort of it looks like it's kind of making sure that you're okay. It then starts to groom you, picking insects out of your scarf and off your clothes.
Hey, what can I examine its injuries? Like, can it function, or is it is it healing, or?
It does look like it's healing. The injury doesn't look like a break or something that is going to stop it too much. Thankfully, it was actually on its talons and not on its hind legs. For those of you who know horses, hind leg injuries can be quite nasty, devastating, and bad. But bird talons can be very resilient. So it is actually on the mend. You can kind of tell.
Gotta put it down. Sorry.
Hey, Manfred. Did you ever read?
I'm sort of getting up. I'm like very, very slowly, sort of like getting up, like I'm pushing myself up with a little walking stick that I've got.
All the books and things you've read. You ever read anything about hippogriff taming? Like, what if we fight Fancy Pants riding a hippogriff? That would be pretty cool, and we'd probably beat him.
Well, it certainly gives us a somewhat of an aerial advantage, although as we saw he's got like sword wings.
That's pretty, yeah, but I can't attack at all, and this would be my steed, and then I'd be even cooler. Come on, make this happen.
Honestly, they have definitely been tamed by people before. They've been a riding mount for centuries.
Well, I'm gonna like go up to the bird or to the hippogriff's like face and be like, "What do you say, hippogriff? Wanna be my pet?"
It sort of picks it turns you around and it does actually clamp down on Stickyfingers. But it doesn't swallow, it doesn't deal damage. It's sort of almost like it's the same way you would pick up a chick or pick up an egg, right? It sort of does so very carefully. So Stickyfingers disappears into its mouth. As it picks you up,
I'm trying to help you.
It takes you up to the top of the hill. As it does so, what you can see at the top of the hill, which I don't have a map for, but we'll change away from this map actually, so I'll set up the next one. What you can actually see at the top of the hill is a series of cairn stones 5 large and immense carved stones that have been placed into an almost perfect barricade, almost like a wall lining the side of the forest. That is what you can see ahead.
Did that thing just eat Finn?
Eddie, can we change away from the map, please? Thank you.
Right, right.
Like-
Manfred, am I killing another chicken? Is that what's happening?
No, I think it's just taking him for a walk.
No. I mean,
Praise
go back to us all, not
Alright.
this map.
I'm going back to plucking.
Ray
I'll make
will,
lunch.
however, take this moment to. She's still probably quite in like a darkened black form because she took a lot of damage. But is going to float over to Manfred. When you fell on me, did you take damage? You look awful.
Well, yes. I think I've broken a couple of ribs here. Is sort of holding my side, like.
Should kind of like look at the ribs and sort of poke them, probably for like a little longer than necessary. Completely not needed, and cast Cure Wounds at first level.
All right. The magics coalesce around your hands and begin to flow directly into Manfred. His wounds stitch and heal completely, in fact.
Oh, sick.
I feel I'm sort of the ribs knit back together, like, oh, stretch a little bit. Like,
Can you do anything about the arthritis?
No, that's just you being old. I can't fix old.
You've got arthritis. What's that? Are you sick?
It's a pain in his aft. All right, so what do you do as you look upon these bizarre-looking cairn stones?
Can I roll an insight?
Sure, I'll allow
Did
it.
I-
Or
did
a
I bring
history
my-
check.
Did I bring
Yeah,
my
I'll do,
chickens? Did I bring my win?
You have indeed. You have had plenty of time during the course of time in which it's taken Ray to heal up and the like to pluck and create a series of delicious little drumsticks and thighs and breast meat and wings, etc.
Anyone?
All ready for travel.
Anyone? No.
I'm a burning advantage. Yeah.
All right. With a
Just
history
me then.
check. Long ago in the Vildravan Vale, the fairies first stepped into the world of Alestria through a gate that was said to be at the heart of this place. Since then, a myriad of druids and caretakers of nature have spent their times protecting this particular wilderland, believing that indeed the portal to another realm existed here, and those who tread uncarefully or recklessly upon the lands of the fairies may find themselves not only lost forever, but changing the world forever as well. Myriads of druid circles and spellcasters, warlocks and witches are known to protect this land, and the cairnstones are among the warding tablets. They not only keep the beasties and creatures and magics at bay, but are a dire warning for those who trespass without knowledge.
Wow, Hippogriff, I didn't know you could talk. Thanks for that lecture. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh my god!
He doesn't say that.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, this must be those druid circle thingamajigs. Oh, well, why are you? I don't even know if you could understand me, Hippogriff, but why are you pointing me towards this? Is this how I tame you? Is that what? I might kind of study its face, like hoping to understand, but
It seems to look out into the cairnstone.
It probably wants to look after its babies, Finn. But I mean,
on a
maybe-
stone.
No, it's egg babies. Like the egg babies back home. Maybe you could.
Finn, do you examine the stone?
Yeah, I do.
As you approach the large cairnstone, you kind of examine it from the front, and as you make your way around the back, you notice something very strange. There is a depiction of a frog, an orc, some sort of skeleton ghost dead thing, and a manticore, all of which seem to be entering the Vale.
Oh my
Written-
god!
There is
no, go
mo-
on, DM.
There is moss growing around it, and inside there is a strange fruit that looks to be kind of like a. For those of you who don't know what dragon fruit look like, it is a purple fruit with lots of these little like kind of tendrils, kind of jutting out at various points. That is a fruit that you could see all 4 of these depictions of your characters reaching out and grabbing.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. They got my nose wrong. I can't. Everyone always does that when they draw me.
What?
I'm disappointed about that, but guys, you should really check this out. This is sick. Guys, we're on a rock.
You're
We're
sick as
famous.
Well? Oh, have you got
No,
what
no,
Manny's
no.
got? I've
No,
tried
oh,
this.
Just Brick, just look at this rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to head around there and investigate. Is there any sort of language written there, or is it just
Are we saying bye to
pictographs?
birdie, bye chicken?
Oh. Why isn't the hippogriff on the rock too? Maybe if I draw a hippogriff on the rock, then I can change my destiny and make myself a hippogriff tamer.
It's a rock. I don't get it. What's up with it?
What did I didn't draw that. We just did a picture of us on a rock. That's weird
That's
and
us.
not natural. Well, it looks.
But they got your nose wrong.
I know.
Maybe it's not you.
Yeah, it's not us. Can I eat the fruit? Go for the
picture it.
chicken. I'm like, you guys are all in bed, so I'm just standing behind you, like.
Is there writing on this, Mr. DM?
As you look upon it, you don't really see anything that resembles writing. It's all pictographs. The pictographs depict the 4 individuals, which may or may not be you. I mean, just saying, there might be a completely different group of hodgepodge monsters that are supposed
Have
to do
be
something.
Line up to this. Yes.
Yeah.
But it does appear that something involving a prophecy of you retrieving some kind of fruit from within the veil from what looks to be a very large tree seems to be the mainstay of this particular stone. There are many other stones, each depicting a different type of thing going on. But every time you look at those stones, no longer than you walk away from it, you kind of lose the memory of it. You can't seem to keep that knowledge in your head.
Can't relate.
Of any of the other ones, or just
Any of the other ones.
Okay. Cool.
So what do we do with this information? So we're gonna go find a tree thing, or I don't remember.
What do you want me to roll to see if I recognize that type of fruit?
You do not recognize the type of fruit.
That is what you roll.
I roll a 0.
Can
Oh,
oh, hey.
The hippogriff seems to be looking deep within the forest on the other side of the cairnstone. You check the map that Lady Tiefling gave you, Brick. It leads into the forest.
well,
So every time we stop
other way.
looking at the rocks, we forget that we're meant to eat
know.
the fruit. Is that the?
No. You remember your rock. You don't remember the depictions on any of the other ones.
Ooh, got it.
No, Brick, the arrow's got to go up.
But Benny, I know how to do it. I'm not stupid. Give me a second.
I could see the other side of the page.
Yeah,
Turn it around.
fine. You do it. I'm gonna feed the big chicken some other chicken.
It very happily eats it.
oh, it's a cannibal. So I guess if the weird hippogriff and this weird rock and just the general weirdness of this situation is telling us to go that way, I guess that seems like a good idea.
Yep. Okay.
I agree. I thought of it. It's a great idea.
Good idea, Brick. Good job.
Thank you.
So I suppose we should
Find
have
some
dinner first,
souls.
yeah?
Oh, we need some souls to eat. I'm starving.
Can you eat the
Why?
soul of the chicken?
What about this thing?
No, I tried. It just didn't work. I
What
need
about the
souls of
cooked
something A little
chicken?
bit more. No, I need the soul of something a little bit more intelligent. No offense.
Ray.
Yes.
Do you have the capacity to like just sort of snack slightly off a soul that's willing?
I'm not
Is that
using
something you
mine.
could- Like,
You feel
is that
it- you
good? Do you know
feel
if
it-
that would be a bad plan?
Manfred, you feel a tiny frog toad kick you in the side. It's a don't you freaking dare kick in the side.
I've never really had anyone try. It probably, you can kind of see like her eyes start to get wild hungry, and they kind of, her hair starts to get black. And
You can have some of mine. I'm not using it.
tempting as that is, it can tend to cause a lot of paranoia, and it's like, especially as delicious as your soul would be, Brick, you have the capacity to murder us with your fists. So I think probably inflicting the paranoia onto you that would come with the delicious, delicious orc soul is.
Go on, have a taste. I'll be
That's-
fine. Nothing hurt me. How about just eat the big bird?
Get some salt.
He's just doing salt lay over himself.
I'll just
Consuming and snacking on souls tends to lead to paranoia, and you would then try to murder us after the consumption. So
Noted. So bad plan.
tempting
Cool.
as that would be, yeah.
So
Maybe it's
let's-
something I can learn later, but for now,
why not
Let's
just
get
eat the
somewhere
big-
where we can find things for you to potentially consume.
Yeah.
Eat
Like in-
seems wrong term.
Sure.
Like that way, where the thing told us to go. Yeah.
let's go into the forest. I'm sure there's like an elf we could kill. I mean, okay, let's just.
Okay. Well, then if we're going into the forest, I mean, look, if you need to eat by eating people, that might be a different situation. But maybe we should discuss this then. So, are we doing the hero thing or are we not? Because before you were like, you need a bit of moral compass for us, Finn, and now you're like, yeah, let's just murder people. And so, you know,
I'm
I feel like I need to
forgetful.
force you to do this because it's really what you want, and you're denying it.
I think you're probably right, Finn. Just remind me, eating people is bad. That's all. I just need a reminder. And I'm very hungry, but that's okay. Eating people is bad because also sleep fixes it. So, I mean, I probably don't have to go on a murderous rampage. I could just rest for a little bit.
I've also
Found a
had
good
sleep for dinner in
countering
the
tool.
past.
Just need a nap. I get very cranky when I don't nap.
All right. Well, speaking of
very
a very short rest, you guys can indeed have a short rest as you begin to continue your journey.
Mhm.
As soon as you pass
Yeah.
the cairnstones and into the woods, the environment around you begins to change. It's subtle at first, but you begin to notice it more the deeper you go in. The world around you begins to change in hue, from being this vibrant green and lush forested area to almost these near purples and pinks, blues and reds. A cornucopia of colors begin to permeate and almost dye the landscape as you enter what looks to be a large vale. The forested areas stretch up high, so high, in fact, you no longer see the sky as blue, but it is also stained pink, the color of the tree leaves high above you. The hippogriff follows for a time, staying a reasonable state behind you as you enter an open field.
Are we not worried about the hippogriff leaving its eggs?
No, I tamed it. It's my pet.
I
But
don't think it is. but
its future
okay.
children are still left back in the nest.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Maybe it's like a
Don't you know
code
there's
thing.
the common fact about hippogriff eggs and that they have to fend for themselves when hatched or something.
Perhaps
Really?
Yeah,
perhaps the other parent could be at the nest by now.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
also that. Yes. Well, this place is
Okay.
pretty. It's pretty nice. It's cool.
Yeah, it was quite the
you see the
quite
fruit?
canopy.
All right.
Eat the fruit, right? That's the.
I don't see any fruit.
You hear a voice from
Uh,
deep within the canopies.
Who goes there?
Oh,
Who dares enter the forest of the old ones?
do we have a name? Like a team name? Did we ever decide on that?
We haven't, but Manfred's old too. Manfred. It's your people's forest.
You,
Oh.
This is
Oh.
genuinely Brick. I'm just like,
This is the forest
ah,
of the old guardians. the first progenitors of this and any world. You are not welcome here, travelers. You trespass in lands you do not understand.
That's rude.
Guys, I'm gonna make an executive decision and call us the New Guardians. That's our team name. Just roll with it. We're the New Guardians. We're here because we were on a rock, and the rock told us to come here. New Guardians.
You guardians, heroes.
You say your visage spoke upon the cairnstones?
That's
Uh,
what he means. Yes.
yep. Wouldn't use those words, but sure.
At
It's
this
bizarre.
point,
Why are we on those stones?
at this point, you see an individual emerge from the
Oh, hello.
Oh gosh.
yeah, you see an individual emerge on a tiny little rock. It's a squirrel. A very tiny little squirrel runs from the bushes and sits on a rock. It scratches its head and it looks at you. And it says,
So let me get this right. You lot have told me that you come from the Cairnstone now.
Yeah.
Listen here, don't you laugh at me now, you big giant wanker. Shut your mouth.
Hey, my thing.
Hey, you know him?
I know nothing of him, nor do I know anything of you.
I can't. It's too funny.
What's your name?
I am Archimedes, guard captain of the Fjorag military. And these...
he says, giving a very sharp whistle.
Oh god.
Oh boy, we've upset the squirrels. We gotta leave.
These are the proud members of the Fjorag Guardians. We have been caretakers of this land for so long, and you trespassers have wandered into where you aren't welcome. But you speak of the stone. Tell me, wee one, what is it you seek?
Me.
Best be careful speaking to the fierce guardians of the forest.
We're here for fruit. Well, we're also looking for a guy, Agamemnon. Have you heard of him?
Aye, I know Agamemnon. He was
that's good.
my father.
He what, your father?
He were my father. He has
Oh,
passed since. I am the new caretaker.
Oh, sorry about the murder. What can we do for you? How can we, as a group, the New Guardians, we're going to workshop that name, don't worry. How can we help you?
Well, first of all, you can wipe that stupid smile off your face.
I'm really trying.
He says, pointing at Brick.
I'm working on it. Don't worry.
At this point, you watch as he whistles. Brick, I need you to make an athletics check as two of these squirrels suddenly dart across the field towards you.
Go for it.
And I take 2 steps back as one runs past me. So, nope.
Oh, I love it. Brick's
Thank you.
cocky. What are you gonna do, you little fairy tale?
Oh, 6.
Man, if I get owned by squirrels.
Oh, you're gonna get owned by squirrels.
I love D&D,
They got +7. Wait.
Oh, well, they do. Holy crap.
No, I'm fine.
Come here, you. Stop it.
No, it's fine.
I like that both Brick and Nick are just losing it. It's good.
Yeah.
Losing it, laughing at
Well,
it, not
Brick
crazy.
started losing it, and now I just find it funny.
They do have a +7.
All right.
Still not strong enough.
So as they move over to you, You do have an opportunity to stop them if you want, but they are rushing onto either side of you with ropes in their hands. They are trying to pass through your legs. You have the ability to stop them from doing so.
I'm not gonna like viciously stop them. To me, it's just cute. Like I might just like lightly put my foot down on one.
Very well. You do so. As you then hear one
of them turn around and get off me, you giant wanker!
As
Look, calm down now. You don't want me to try. That is your first and final warning.
The others then slowly begin to approach.
Oh god.
Oops, wrong guy. Come here, you. As they do so, you see them train what look to be okay. It's kind of like they've got a thistle, like a spear almost, except the spear is attached to a sling. So it looks like they're just ready to kind of like flick it forward and launch the spears downwards. That's kind of how these weapons work. And they seem to be aiming at you as the one in charge, Archimedes, turns around and says,
"Hold fast! You are rather tough. Maybe your visage was on the cairnstone.
I'm at your mercy. You brave warriors.
Brave warriors. Would you listen to this fella? Let me ask you this, big man.
What?
If you're such a big and mighty warrior, how come you have the stink of failure all over you?"
Whoa.
Ooh.
Hey now. No, I wasn't going to get involved in this, but don't. What did we do to you? We didn't insult you or hurt you, and now you insult him. What?
Finn, it's a squirrel yelling at me. I'm all right.
They're disrespecting you.
That's just
You
how
disrespect
I
him.
smell.
You disrespect me. You disrespect the new guardians.
That's your hero talking. I'm just...
That's me talking.
All right.
You don't look like guardians to me.
That's because we're the new guardians. We're a bit different to normal guardians.
Oh, I see that. Much different. Young. Brash. Smart arses. The lot of you. Except for maybe him. You look so old, a strong breeze would blow you away. And you already look like you died.
Yeah, observance?
Yeah, you've pretty much nailed it.
I love him. Can we keep him?
Archimedes, if you don't mind, my name is Manfred. We've traveled some distance. We've seen our images carved into stones. We're somewhat confused about what's going on. Can we stop this charade and just talk?
I'll take my foot off the squirrel if I haven't already.
The big lug is he is harmless. He's fine. He's just having a bit of a day.
Man. Very well. Then I will speak plainly to you. There's two roles that the Guardians have here.
Brick.
The first is to protect this place from all intruders and to safeguard the sacred grove from which grows the fruit of champions.
Oh.
Now we can prepare the fruit.
The fruit is this purple thing.
I'm sorry, did I interrupt you when you were talking?
My bad, sorry.
You did. I mean, you technically did, but...
Oh, I swear to God.
Don't make the old Guardians mad, guys.
Guys.
I'm sorry, go on.
The second duty of the Guardians is to prepare the fruit to send the Guardians proper, the champions, on a quest inside. You retrieve the fruit, and we'll believe that you're more than just some lost tourists. Fail to do so, however, and you become mulch for the forest.
Wow. Yeah, all right. That sounds good.
I'm on board. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
These squirrels do.
But please.
The squirrels do not take their eyes or their weapons off you as they guide you around to this particular pond. At the center of the pond, whose water is so clear, like it is so pure and so transparent, it almost looks like there's no water at all until something falls in, like a leaf or something, and it creates a ripple. At the center, you can see a large rock where out of the center grows this immensely tall tree. At the top of the tree, you can see a number of these fruits that seem to bear the same description as the fruits that you saw in the canstone.
So, Akamubadubu, what do we do? What do we do? We just go get a fruit? Do we have to like sacrifice someone, or do a flip, or what?
You must climb the tree of knowledge, reaching the top to find the fruit of champions. You do this, and we will show you true strength.
Do we all have to climb it? Could I just get 4 from my buddies and come back and
You
have one on the
must
way?
you must each take the fruit that calls to you.
All right. Well, does that sound good, guys? Ray, what you thinking? Good idea?
Before I get
I'm
caught on
thinking-
technicality, do we specifically have to climb?
Ooh.
No, you don't have to climb. You just have to get up there and get a fruit. Look, it's not hard. There's no manual, all right?
Wow, manual would be helpful. What were you saying, though, Ray?
I'm just saying that I know you think it's funny, Brick, and they are adorable and delicious, but remember why we're here. If this fruit can help us kill Valiance, it's worth being a little bit humble, maybe.
All right. I mean, it's not fun when you say it like that. Oh, sorry, squirrel head. Or Meg, I didn't mean to.
Archimedes, say his name.
I'm having a tantrum now.
Make
I
a
kicked the dirt.
make a persuasion check with a negative with a disadvantage.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh no. Look, to be honest, it wasn't the most sincere of apologies.
Look, I'm gonna be
so-
perfect. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I, the GM, am very aware what happens when I put the helium filter on this. I did not do so unknowingly.
Oh,
I
I
just,
like thought about a 20 there.
I just like it was like every part of me was like, he's just Brick's in like happy-go-lucky mode. He's back to his basics. I'm like, I'm not gonna not laugh at the little squirrel.
It's wearing suit of armor. I mean, that's also really adorable.
That's cool.
Made
It
of
looks-
acorn shells? What's
It's
going
like this big.
Eddie, can we zoom in on Archimedes just down there? Like he's down the bottom little thing. By the way, for those of you who want to as well, you may make a knowledge local to know about the Fjorags if you wish to.
Oh, actually looks somewhat
The thing
intimidating.
is, the squirrel could probably beat me, but like I value size and he's tiny.
They did try to like Ice Planet Hoff you. They did try to trip you up there.
Yeah.
The little ones the little ones probably couldn't, if I'm being perfectly honest. The little ones are scouts and things like that. Archimedes is a little different.
Could I hypothetically wear their armor? Are they like the same size as me?
No, they're half your size.
Ah.
Oh,
They're
that's so cute.
They're
They're-
tiny.
they're-
No, that's why I was laughing.
They're squirrels. How big do you
Alright.
think you are?
All right.
A frog's roughly the same size as this. The frog is smaller than a squirrel, depending on the frog. But I
Alright,
guess as
so-
a grung, I'm bigger. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
So you make your way over to the tree. Now, how would you like to do it one at a time? Do you want to all go for it at the same time? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, Manfred and I, we can fly, right? I kind of feel
correct.
that this is a trick, like climb the tree of knowledge. Either we're, but I guess because there's no harm in just trying to fly and see if we could get one.
Mm. Well, teamwork makes the dream work, so maybe we go together.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could-
I have to go with have to agree with Finn. This is
Yeah.
it's a good
Well,
plan. Like 'cause
Yeah.
I could
well,
fly.
yeah,
Ray
you
can
guys
fly,
fly, we
but-
climb. Yeah.
And was working together, we can make sure that no one sort of falls from this tree.
Mm. Not dying, I do value that. That
I
sounds
mean,
good.
Finn, you could climb on Manfred.
Oh
and
yeah.
we just
Oh
need
yeah.
to worry about getting Brick up.
Sure.
But I mean, Brick could climb. He's pretty strong.
Mm.
I'm very strong.
Mm.
Pretty strong.
I'm very strong.
Mm.
I met middle ground with your thing. You can do mine.
Fine, he is very pretty strong.
That boy.
You said you're pretty as well. It was a double.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I'm climbing the damn tree. I'm having a bad time now.
Maybe
All right.
maybe I should climb the tree with Brick then.
All right. Step up to the tree as you begin to make your way forward.
Forward. Making.
I-
Oh, hello.
Tree has a face.
Hello, Mr. Tree.
As when Brick isn't looking,
Oh no.
because she feels bad for picking on him. I'm just
I
gonna give
just
guidance.
hovered over it.
What
gonna
was that,
what?
sorry?
I'm gonna give guidance to Brick.
Ah.
I
In,
thought you were
uh,
about.
Nice.
I thought you were about to.
But when he doesn't know. No, when he doesn't notice it. So as he turns around, just kind of like,
My passive perception
Yeah.
is probably very low.
I'm
9.
gonna grab a handful of quills and snap them off. And as we're sort of going up, I'm just basically gonna jam like a single quill every so often, just to use as like. Is it pythons or pittons? I've only ever seen it written. So is it climbing pythons?
I always imagined there were pittons.
Pittons, cool. Yeah, basically just jamming them in there to try and help the non-flying folk to help them climb.
All right.
I ain't taking them.
Going the hard way.
You,
Finn
you do
can
you, boo.
use 'em. My pride's too high.
All right. As you approach the tree and you place your hands upon it, you feel a surge of energy passing through you, almost like nature itself is being soaked up as an energy from the ground and up through the bark. And as soon as you touch it, you become a part of it. It flows through you and through all things around you. It flows through the Fjorags. It flows through even Ray, who is incorporeal. As this happens, you can see a face appear in the center of the tree. It speaks to you.
Hello, Brick.
Squirrel.
I am here. You may call me what you wish.
Ooh. Is this one of those things if I give you a name, I'll call you Tree?
Then tree I shall be.
Oh, love it. Can anyone else hear that? Is anyone else hearing a tree talk to them?
Good question.
Yeah.
Hello.
Only Brick and Stickyfingers can. As Stickyfingers, I assume you're also touching the
I'm on
tree?
his shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. So both of you.
Yeah, no, I can hear that, but yeah.
I love this
Yeah.
idea that I'm climbing the tree and you're just sitting on my shoulder.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right.
What do I call you? Do I call you Tree too?
You can hear it?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess he's not talking to me, Brick.
Maybe
So
it only likes me. What
yeah, I
is,
think
what is
so.
my
No. Sorry. I thought you were talking to Brick.
What is
That's
my
all right.
friend? What is
do
my
I what do
friend
I what do I
you?
call you, Mr. Tree Man?
You may also address me as you see fit, young sticky fingers.
Oh, I didn't even say my name. You said it. I mean, you know, I could name you, but is there something you'd like to be named? You know, do you have a preference? You always been like, I wish people would call me Tim. Do you want to be called Tim?
I have no preference.
Oh.
I am what others refer to me as. I value the other. When my name is used, I remember you.
Oh, that's awfully kind, Tim. I'll give him a wink.
Wait, now I'm confused.
He
Is
gives
Tim
you-
or
he-
Tree?
He gives you a wink as well.
Oh,
we
I like
can't
this
we
tree.
can't hear the tree. But
You
can
cannot
we
hear the
hear
tree.
Finn and Brick talking
Yes.
to
Right.
Yeah, yes, you can.
What are they doing?
They're speaking to the Ancient One, the guardian of all knowledge.
Have they lost their minds? They're not talking to anyone.
Oh, that's how it feels. Oh.
Look, they've just walked into here and pissed off every single soldier that I've got in my army. I don't know if you'd call them sane to begin with, but talking to a tree is the least thing that they can do to piss us off right now. So, yeah. I mean, take with it what you will.
So does that mean we have to wait or do we have to
No. If you want to go up, you can go up as well if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to head up and actually just sort of like start investigating this tree, like what they're looking for, to see if there's like any sort of like writing or something that they're going off. Yeah, that's basically.
Yeah, you can absolutely do it too.
Yeah, I'm just sort of laying hands on it, just trying to find something in the mossy bark, and yeah. Do you want me to roll investigate or anything?
No. There's nothing. If you look at the tree itself, it is as it is described. It looks quite normal until you place your hand upon it, at which point the face manifests yet again.
Oh, I see.
Manfred.
Hello,
Manny?
Manfred.
Hello, Manny. What do I do?
Two
Manny's
seconds.
in the club.
Ray, just come up and hug the tree.
Ew.
Yeah. But just touch it. Just put a hand on it.
She's gonna try with a ghost hand to see if it works. Like smart alecky, like hey.
Hello, Ray.
Oh, I was just being a smart ass. Hi.
I have been expecting you. All of you, in fact. I have
Nice
waited
on the rock.
for thousands upon thousands of years.
Look, you can't.
Sorry,
I say
sorry.
that more people. I'm not that old. You can't have been waiting for me for that long.
I'm also probably not that old. Not
I'm that
exactly
old.
sure, but-
That's fair.
I don't think I'm that old.
The world knows. Just as a person knows the hairs on their head, so too does the earth know everyone upon it. Every movement, every soul, every energy that travels within the grand scale of things, you are all a part of it.
See, I heard that before once. It's part of like the whole cleric thing. Didn't really buy it then, not sure I buy it now.
I have
Fair.
not enough money to buy it.
Just saying, if, we're all connected and stuff, and you're waiting for us for 1,000 years, like, couldn't you have narrowed that window down if you really knew that we were here? It just seems a bit...
I will have been here, whether you came 100 years ago or 200 years from now. The time of your arrival will always be as it is in the moment that you have come.
What?
Not to be rude, but we came here for some fruit. Do we have to do a flip or something for that, or can we just ask nicely and get some fruit, or?
Well, that depends. What is it you seek with the fruit of knowledge? Or the fruit of the champion? Do you seek power? Wisdom?
Ooh.
Strength, perhaps?
Oh.
I like that one.
Well, so we were told by this really attractive tiefling lady to come to the forest to find Agamemnon, because he could tell us how to defeat Valiance, who's currently murdering and terrorizing a bunch of other people. So we're just trying to, we're all trying to do the right thing and stop him. Yeah.
I see. Well, if that is what you seek, then you may, with my blessing, take the fruit of champions to fight against your foe. But doing so will end my kind.
Oh.
I am the last great tree of the glade of the Vildraven, and the fruit is akin to my essence. I willingly and freely give it. And if this is the purpose you seek for it, then you may take it with your own hand.
Do you want to?
Awesome.
Do you want to die, or are you worried about that, or
He smiles.
And he willingly and freely gives it.
He smiles warmly. He says,
As, like my name, I give freely to the world.
So Tim's
It
always
allows
gives
me. It allows me to know the true self of those who seek the tree of knowledge.
All right. You have any like things you want to do before you die? You know, like skydiving or a last meal or something?
I want for nothing in life, but to fulfill my destiny.
Ancient one, if you might, if you willingly pass on your essence, if you could leave one piece of like knowledge behind, what would it be? If it's just one piece to pass on to the world?
Sorry, I tripped you up there.
Oh.
Take the time and view the sunset anew. As a sapling buries itself from the ground, it spends its early life beneath the soil, forever in darkness. See the sunrise as the first sapling does, the gaze of new life and the beginning of eternity.
That's profound.
So you're saying you're willing to die so that we can kill Valiance? This exchange doesn't seem fair. Thousands of years, and just so we could get rid of Valiance, that's not a fair trade.
He's one piddling human. And you're an ancient being of knowledge and intelligence. Why? Yeah, Ray makes a very solid point. This is
why freely
very
give
uneven
something
trade.
so pathetic? Like, no, like, I mean, I'm all about vengeance and revenge, but that's the part of me that I hate the most, to give my, like, I don't understand.
But Ray, were you not seeking vengeance no matter the cost? And this cost isn't one you have to pay.
No, it's the one the whole of humanity has to pay when you're no longer around to do the things that you need to do.
So there is a line, something that it should not be paid as a cost for vengeance.
Yes. Damn it.
And you,
yes, I
Ray,
guess.
what do you say? The fruit of the tree is remarkably tasty. Some say the flavors of which are unparalleled to any on the mortal realm.
Sorry, was it asking me?
Yes.
Well, look, here's the thing. You said that fruit could give me power, and that would be good and all, but then you said the real, beautiful thing about the seeds and the darkness and the sunset, and now I sort of feel a little conflicted about you dying and stuff.
Well, he said he wanted to die, so I mean, if that's what you want, but you know,
really
suicide
hit me,
isn't always
Finn.
the option.
That's the
What?
thing, is I was willing to give up everything for vengeance, but I assume everything with myself, not other people.
We are growing like the seedlings, he said.
Well, that was really profound, Brick. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
At this point, the tree smiles. You have done so well. Yes, I am so happy to hear you say this. Oh, I tell you what, after so many years, I spend all this time talking in such a horrible voice. I'm so sorry, my friends, for having to confuse you. Please, let me explain. The challenge here is to understand why one needs strength. And the true answer is to not seek it at the cost of other life, of wisdom, of knowledge, of beauty, of art. To seek within yourself this knowledge is the true answer. You have all done fantastic. I am very, very proud. Here, please, with my blessings. He reaches up and he plucks all, like, 4 of the fruit.
No, don't die!
I won't die. No, sorry, I apologize.
I feel used. I want the fruit now.
I apologize. That was a lie. But the fruit is very delicious. He hands you the fruits. It's like this moment of what the hell? He says, no, but I do have one request.
One dire
God.
cost.
See, now I don't trust it.
Would you please scratch my back? I can't reach it. It has been thousands of years. And these squirrels, they have tiny claws and they cannot get to the right spot in the middle of the trunk. Would you please just...
Sounds
Yeah,
like
man,
you need
sure.
a big, strong man, Brick.
Oh, no, yeah, you do it.
Scratch his back. Oh, you both could
you-
do it. You could be
you
like,
Oh, the
can't-
double
you
scratch.
You can't
The
use
double
that
scratch.
when you want to use that.
It
Oh,
seems to work so far.
I'm so
just scratch his back, Brick.
I feel I'm done. All right.
Look, I'll go scratch his back. Oh no, we'll do it.
Alright.
Okay, fine.
All right, you go and you start scratching. Oh, thank you kindly, good sir. You are so... you are truly the champions of the world. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
So do we eat this fruit, or do we give it to someone, or I missed that part?
Is it
Yes,
actually
you asked-
magical fruit?
You will ask
Which
the
bit was a
squirrels.
lie?
No. Fruit is very magical. Yes, absolutely magical. You can eat the fruit, but you give the seed to the squirrel, who's over there.
I wasn't gonna eat the seeds anyway, so that's fine. Okay.
Hello, Archimedes.
Look, I
peace out.
just bring us back the seeds. That's all you need. Just don't talk to him. He's so
Hey,
annoying.
he's a cool guy.
I hate this place. I'm so
What's the name?
confused.
What's the name thing attest? Do you actually have a name?
Oh yes, no, my name is Eugene.
A pleasure.
It
I
is
would
lovely
never-
to meet you as
I
well.
would never have guessed Eugene. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Not many people do. It is actually coming from a very long history of very famous trees that we found and brought the plants here, actually, which is why I have this rather interesting voice. It was the voice of the trader who carried me in his pocket for so many years before planting me here. Then, whoosh, like magic, I have grown and I have become the tree of champions. But all of my roots, they spread all over and everywhere, which is where all the knowledge comes from. The knowledge goes in, the wisdom comes out. The knowledge goes in, the wisdom comes out.
Yeah, fair. All right, it's good.
All right. Well, it is
I-
very nice to meet you, my
I
friends.
understand. Eugene, it's been an absolute pleasure.
He bows his head, and as he does, some more of the fruit seems to fall into the water, and some of the leaves as well, as he sort of smiles and chuckles to himself, not chuckling in kind of like a "muhaha, I fooled them" way, but kind of like just a happy jovial kind of laugh.
I'd sort of
Yeah.
bow my head slightly, sort of back away, and I've got this fruit in my hand. I sort of crack it open at the center, and it should be I hope it sort of peels apart a little bit like a peach. Sort of.
It does. It peels apart, and on the inside there's this fragrant tropical smell that seems to permeate from it. The fruit itself is sweet and tart. It is actually quite delicious. It's got a very excellent mouthfeel, not too fibrous, not too soft. And the actual rind itself is what you can also actually eat the rind, and it actually has like almost kind of like the kind of soft velvety feel of like peaches, kind of if you enjoy that sort of thing. In the center is a seed, however, and this seed is a perfectly round sphere, which of course the Fjorag turn to you and ask you to bring it to them.
Yeah, I'm basically just the seed in hand up to Archimedes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems as though you've passed the test. It seems that you're not just a bunch of selfless prats. Maybe there is some hope for you as well. Now you, big fella, you're first. Give me your seed.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you snicker. Hey, crush. Come here, you just get in there.
You having a bit of trouble there?
Gonna enjoy this. Just you wait. Oh, I'm going to do. Okay.
Good news, Brick. It's a suppository.
As it is now, as he crushes it up into a small canister, he begins to light a fire beneath it. The smoke begins to billow outwards, and he uses his fluffy tail to start wafting the smoke in your direction.
Breathe deep, champion.
Brick passes out, as does everyone else, slowly following.
Well,
The
we've been
scenery.
killed by squirrels. Good job, everyone.
All right, so see you around for season 2. Bye, guys. All right. As the scene vanishes around you, there's a swirling feeling. Mists of red and purple cascade around your forms as you find yourself falling into unconsciousness. As you awaken, there's a strange sound of a bird. The sound of rushing waves. The ocean smell permeating all of your senses. As you awaken on the cliffs of the Razorfell coast.
Ah, damn it.
As you do so, no one else has... have any of you been to the Razorfell coast except for Brick?
I haven't been there. Don't know what you're talking about.
Probably
Never
not.
happened.
Probably not.
All right. So this is a brand new scenery. For the first time in probably ever, you see a long stretching ocean of an azure sea out heading westward. The clouds in the distance are white and fluffy. The actual ships that seem to sail out in the distance are all sail ships that seem to be moving around and down the coast along the mercantile track. Brick, as you awaken, you stand on the precipice of the cliff. You feel the salt spray washing over your face.
Where are we?
Well,
I don't know. I think you'd be crying.
Then cry.
Yeah, I'm
Do it.
fucking close to it.
Brick seems to be unusually quiet as he stands looking stoically across at the sea. You see that his normal, rather heavy-held physique, being quite upright, quite strong, broad, it seems to wither almost, very slightly. His shoulders droop a little, and as he looks out at the sea, he can't peel his eyes away. The smells, the feelings, the emotions, everything that's going on, you can see he's bubbling over.
Rick, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Ray's
fine.
gonna,
Shut your
float
mouth.
towards him. I will shut my mouth. I'm sorry I was mean to you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I mean, it
What is
smells bad.
this
and
place?
It's
I grew up here.
oh,
On this cliff?
Well, I mean, like, around it. I don't know. Can I see? Can I see the cavern entrance? Can I?
You look around and you can indeed see you're not too far away from the cavern entrance. It's maybe 10, 15 minutes of a walk south of where you currently are.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you've just arrived here.
How oh, I hate bloody squirrels. Why? Wait, can I just
To your home.
whack myself? Is this real?
You whack yourself. Are you whacking yourself to try and see if you are real?
Yeah, all right. I will punch myself in the face. Let's do this for real.
Oh god.
You take 3 points of damage and a tooth falls out.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't need that one. Did it hurt?
Is this?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I'm
Is this
sorry.
what your
And you
home means?
legitimately lost. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Is this what your home means to you? What's going on?
I haven't been back here in a while.
None of us have been to our respective homes in a while. We've been working in the dungeon for so long.
Yeah, I was I left here before I was in the dungeon. It's been quite a while.
I've just been like sitting with Brick this whole time, just like my hand on his back or something, and then I'll just be like, "Well, you know, if it's tough here, I know you never really spoke about your home, but you know, you got us, so we can help you.
We can run away.
Well,
Go somewhere else.
Is this your home, or is this the place you were brought up? Because those two things are very different.
Oh,
well, I was brought up here.
But would you call
I
it?
don't have a home, you know. Well, I'm gonna. Seems that's why we're here. I will. I don't know. You get the vibe. Brick doesn't really like. You're probing sort of hurting him, although he doesn't want it to. I will just start making my way over to the cavern entrance.
All right.
And if they
You
come,
begin to-
they are welcome to.
All right. You begin to have him. You begin to make your move. As you do so, you hear the noises of the ocean as you make your way forward. About 10 minutes in, you can even hear the sounds of the catamarans of your tribe out at sea. You believe the fishermen and the raiders are already out and deployed, leaving very few people at home outside of the guards and the family members. At this point, you could see the cave entrance and a couple of orcs who seem to be swimming in the shallows. Green skin and tattoos covering their body. Suddenly, and without warning, Brick, you are tackled from behind by a large orcish figure. Manny, can I get... Oh, sorry, Manny. What am I saying? Eddie, can I get the portrait up, please, if you would be so kind?
I can't help you there.
Suddenly, you see this individual, who I shall share with the group, just as kind of like a big picture, not an actual. That's not a size to scale.
a giant orc comes out of
They're
nowhere.
pretty big.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
All right, there you go.
Mm.
Okay.
Where are we sharing this to? All right.
That is on the map,
Up on the map.
Oh,
which we've
Right, yes.
overlaid onto the map. Eddie, can we do better than that? Come on, guys. We can you make the map invisible so we can actually see it on the thing? Thank you. All right. So you see this large, burly orc who pretty much stands quite broad compared to Brick. Brick is obviously quite large. This dude is a lot more smooth, has a lot more supple muscles. This guy is Brick's younger brother. Hey, would you look at this, man?
I will say any sort of like sadness you show on Brick, he is immediately not doing. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah."
Is that my elder brother I see over here? It's been so long. You know, I was this close to ripping your head off.
Oh, you could try. You could try.
oh, yes, I can. You know, I would.
Well, not anymore. I flex as hard as I goddamn can.
He goes, "Hey, what you got stuffed in there? Cardboard?" He sort of reaches over and touches your pecs. You realize he's still actually quite like Brick. You are big. Your younger brother is as big as you. As he sort of goes up and gives you a big bear crushing hug, can you make me a strength check, please?
I will rip him apart.
While he's doing that, Finn, is this if they're related, why do they sound the same?
Genetics.
Is that a strength check or save?
Check.
I will be raging for this.
Oh, then you know what? I think he'll rage as well.
No.
I'm also not sure if the guy.
Terrible.
Honestly, I've got a younger brother as well. I know what this is. This is an angry hug.
Oh, there you go. All right. As he begins to squeeze you, you squeeze him back. But as you sort of he realizes halfway through the hug that you're squeezing him a lot tighter than he's used to. And he's like, oh, okay, I can squeeze a little bit tighter. You know, he's clearly grown. And all of a sudden you just feel this pincer like grab as he go on, you say it.
I'll give it to you this time.
Hey, so who are your friends, eh?
They are, just some lot I've picked up. I will look back at you all like, I'll be like, oh, that's it's Ray, Manny, and Finn.
I'm gonna go up to the
Kind
guy.
of like his,
They've
kind
got
of like his
names.
entourage.
They've got names like me, Brick.
Oh, you got a name now, have ya? What is it?
Do.
Is it? Let me get. No, I got this one. It's Reed, right? Like those bendy things that you see on the shore, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Brick, actually.
Brick,
Yeah.
like the rock
Yep.
that people used to put up on things.
Yep. Big.
No,
stone
like a brick, like a powerful, strong wall that you can't get through.
Well, I don't know where you come from, little man, but for us orcs, bricks don't last long, eh? He flexes his muscles, and as he does, you watch as one of his muscles basically just goes, "Doof," and the other one goes, "Pow," as he flexes. Anyway, what brings you home? I thought you had that big job over in the dungeon.
I thought I did.
They kick you out that fast? You know what? Everyone had a pool going. I gotta say, I didn't think you'd be back within the first few months. A couple of the others thought you wouldn't be back within the first 3 years. Big sis, she thought you were never coming back. That's because she thought you'd die.
I will punch him in the arm, but I will try and make an attack roll on him.
Go on.
Like I want to hurt him.
You can.
You know what? I can't. I don't have the balls to.
All right. Well, come on. The others will be happy to see you, and you can bring your friends too. We can have them for dinner. That's just a bit of orc humor there. We only eat fish around here, though. On occasion.
A quick question. Sorry to interrupt. What was your name again? I must have missed it.
That's a good one. I like this one. You can call me Orc Brother.
That's Orc.
Orc Brother. Interesting. So you don't have a name, just to clarify.
Yeah, none of us have names. The Orc, we operate as a horde. You can call us the Cliff Jumper Tribe.
Okay, but no name specifically. Interesting.
Yeah,
Nice.
no.
That's all.
We're
just
all
one
family
name.
here. Everyone shares the name. Well, everyone except old Brick here, eh? Come on. He then jumps, as his namesake is, off the cliff and into the waters.
Do we have to do that?
There is a
You can jump. I'm going to drift.
there is a path that you can actually walk around the side of the cliff faces to get to
I'm already
the
off.
cavern. Yep, you can fly.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
All right, you guys walk, and eventually you come to the edge of this cave. A myriad of orcs appear in front of you. As they do so, you can kind of see they all kind of look you up and down, but then they see you with Brick. Many of them kind of have this sort of like a, hey, is that? No, is it? Maybe, huh? And then they're kind of like, they're following you guys inside. Inside the actual cave itself, you can see some risen stilt huts made of reeds and sticks and wood and the like. And on the lower level of this interior of the cave is just water and boats that have been built. A number of the men and women here are currently making nets, making spears, tending to the repairs and the like. As Brick walks in, you can see a very familiar individual who seems to walk up to you. Unlike your younger brother, this one seems to be a bit more aggressive. This is your elder brother. Very, very aggressively.
Yeah.
Let me just cue this up with our dear friend Eddie. this one here, if you would be so kind. And I will need this one in just a moment. All right.
I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun.
Isn't D&D great?
I know.
So this one walks up to you.
What the hell? They all just cough the smoke. Why am I?
What are you doing here, runt?
Hey, Orc. That's, that's one way you could start it. I'm not sure. A squirrel made me smoke some gas.
What?
And
Speak up. Talk straight. Don't use them fancy English words that you learn with peoples. You're not in your fancy schmancy dungeon here, mate.
Yep, sorry.
I'm gonna go up to his brother Orc. I'm gonna put my hand out and be like, pleasure to meet you. My name's Finn. I don't believe we've met yet.
Why does your food come up to me and talk like it's one of your friends?
I will push Finn back just as gently as I can.
I wanted to poison him.
Can I roll insight on this? Because I want to see if Frick's a smart one.
Yeah, it does not take much insight. Brick, believe it or not, is quite a lot more intelligent than most of his tribe. More specifically, Brick is also surprisingly one of the smallest members of the orcs that you've seen here. The only difference is that his muscles are built very differently. Where everyone else's muscles are, as you see in the picture, very kind of rounded, well-trained and stuff like that. Brick's muscles are very squarish, as the namesake is, very angular, bricked, as it were. It makes them strong. They're not any less strong, but, these guys are all, like, every single one of them is what... Brick, can you... actually, Nick, while we have this opportunity, how much stronger do you imagine your family to be? Or does Brick imagine his family to be?
Different answers. If you're asking how much stronger Brick is, Brick is literally nothing compared to his family. He doesn't really know the answers to that now that he's been given a name.
So he's kind of trying to figure that out.
Yeah, but that's sort of kind of been one of the fears in coming back. But now we're here.
Your fears seem to have borne fruit. Even with a name, your elder brother still just fills you with this sense of dread. Yeah, he was a decorated captain at the age of 10, and has been well known as a scourge in the oceans over here. Why he is not with the raiding parties right now is a curious question, though.
Weird seeing you here with everyone. Thought you'd be out there roaming the seas.
What? You saying I don't have it? You saying that I'm stuck here because I need to look after Mum because the runt of the litter decided to go on walkabouts?
No, didn't.
Hey! Speak up! As soon as he yells at you, there's another voice that comes in, a softer voice. Now, if you speak to your brother like that one more time, I'm going to tear out your tusks and make a fucking necklace. Behind you, a woman, sorry, my apologies. Let me move that away. A woman who wears an apron and has some very, very thin muscles as well, stands at a nearby house. She is a little bit older than everyone else, and Brick, you almost can't contain yourself when you see this individual. Despite her advanced age, she looks almost Brick's age, just from her physique. Hello, son.
Hey, Mama.
Now, what kind of greeting is that? Say, hello, Mama. Come here, you. She stretches out her arms.
Oh no. My friend's mom. They're watching. I don't know.
Go, Brick.
Shut your mouth.
Give your mum a
I
hug.
think I will actually like turn away, like I'm not looking.
I will
Probably well aware that he'd be embarrassed. Like,
I'll
just,
let her. I'll just
I am
one
not.
Neither is Ray.
I'll one-handedly very like hug her back, but like genuinely, it's a really nice feeling for him.
When you get close enough, she just puts her arms around you. Unlike your brothers who like, sort of crush you whenever they hug you or show you any gesture, there is actually a tenderness here, like a very soft hand placed on your back as she wraps her arms around you.
Mike,
She says-
stop.
Never. she says, I missed you, son. And you look so much bigger. You've been eating well, I see. And she looks over your shoulder. Is she the one cooking for you? I never thought you'd bring a girl back home.
Well, I didn't bring a girl back home, Mama.
Ray looks horrified.
I was going to say the poor lassie seems like she's just skin and bones.
Yeah, because she's a hollow, Mum. She's not. She's dead.
Oh, that explains it.
I learned
Well-
bigger words, and I got myself a name.
Have you? What's your name, dear?
Is my little brother around?
Your little brother has has this net of wet hair as he's sort of jumped out of the surf like a wet dog. And he's spraying it around, and the other orcs are like, "Oh, god damn it!" And one of them just punches your brother in the nose. He falls down, but he's like laughing at it. He then tackles that person into the water.
It's Brick. That's my name.
Your father would be so proud. Such a strong name, Brick.
Well, are you proud?
Of course I am, dear. I'm always proud of you.
Okay,
You
yeah,
s-
not that I care. Shut your mouth.
No. She slaps you in the face. Shut your
Oh.
mouth.
Oh, sorry. All right.
At this point, she says, well, don't stand about out here catching your death of cold. Come in. I'll have a warm pot of seagull stew for you.
I love seagull stew.
As she brings you in, your brother sort of looks at your friends. Manfred, as you walk past, he sort of looks at you and says, "Are you some kind of wizard?"
Right, I am.
Yeah, I know smart guys too. Does you keep your smartness in check, yeah?
I wouldn't dream of trying to flaunt it around.
That's right. He doesn't realize.
Man,
He goes back.
man, he really got you there. You all right? Oh, man,
Brick.
you, Matt. Oh yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing all right? We're coming to the last. So, Brick, could you very emotionally describe your childhood home for me?
Jeez. All right. So, I mean, you've kind of got it. It's kind of like an open cavern, and the like stretches of the. I imagine it's day. We're sort of like.
Mhm. Oh,
yeah,
peak
like-
day, midday, sun
yeah,
is
the midday sun sort of like etches into the cavern, and although like maybe further back there's more bits of darkness where some of the like huts are. There's like elements of wooden built, like I imagine there's sort of a small bit of like water that comes in, almost like a bit of a dock where a lot of the boats and rafts are. There's huts built on different levels, and it's sort of a mix of like very like reefy, hard stone to the floor, but there's like avenues of water and like almost river that like when the waves come in and crash into it. I don't know how well I've described that. I'm sort of just there right now in my head, but hopefully that makes some semblance of sense.
And the inside of your personal house?
Oh, my personal house. Oh gosh, it'd be a very, very, very big hut. Because there was there was maybe 12 of us in total for the one house with Mama. You've got little like like teeth of sharks and like other sea life up on the wall as like decorations. Very sort of, it's probably like a big single room, and then there's probably like one bedroom that was Mama's, and then one big huge bedroom in the back. Yeah, pretty stock standard. Maybe a table, like there'd be spears up on the wall. Very sort of like barbarian-esque environment. You know, pelts, but like of sea life and stuff. And
Beautiful. I love it. Now, as you guys take in your surroundings, there's a large table in the center, in the main eating area. There are indeed, as described, 12 chairs laid out, each for one of the siblings, each of which are a large stool, except for one. The two larger chairs, the actual ones with backs and stuff like that, are placed at either end of the head of the table. One, belonging to Mama, is very well used. The other seems to just have a skull sitting on the table. This was the skull of Brick's father.
Ooh.
It has never moved, nor has anyone ever sat in the chair. It joins everyone for dinner and is tended to and looked after by Mother, who places flowers from the, well, sort of not flowers, but, you know, like ocean amoebas and stuff like that from the corals and stuff, and places it very nicely on the table there. As you get acclimated, your brother comes in, your younger brother. Whew, all right, got into a fight down there. Oh, sorry, did I walk in on something? You seem very, I don't know. You're good?
I will, it's because it's all I have. I will take one of the 4 bottles of oil or lotion that we got that one time, and I will offer it as sort of like a flower almost. I'll just put it at the foot of the chair.
As you do so, there's this very somber moment where your brother sort of, his puckish smile kind of fades away. You know, Mama's right. Dad would have been proud of you. And, you know, say what you want. Everyone thought you'd be here weaving nets. You did good for yourself. But I never said that, he said, punching you in the shoulder. He then walks over to the back and jumps on a hammock as Mama brings out a large thing of stew, pouring each of you a massive bowl, very, very hearty, very warm, very comforting food.
A big serving.
She gives you the servings are almost like pots themselves, basically. As you are each handed one of these. Tabatha, your one, Ray, your one is placed on the table. She obviously realizing that you're a ghost. Sorry, dear, I wasn't sure exactly what you ate. I hope you I don't. Can you?
Thank you for trying. No, but I mean, thank you for noticing, because I was just going to pretend to eat it. But maybe give it to Brick. He likes a lot of food.
Oh, good.
All right. Well,
there's also There's also no cutlery. You have to use your hands.
Or a stew.
Yeah, find a way.
Look, this is Brick's house.
In Rome.
The stew
like
is
all in his beard.
the stew is amazing. As you sit down, your mother sits down in her chair and says, "Now, Brick, you said, well, one of your brothers was saying that a squirrel sent you here."
I will look at the other 3.
Yep, so we're on a magical
very,
quest.
very powerful being sent us here. Not a squirrel, because that would be.
It was a named being as well. By
Named
the name of
magical
Archimedes.
being.
We kind of jokingly said squirrel. It was more of like a dragon or something. Like it was massive. Like Brick really showed it who was boss, and you know.
It was a squirrel, Mama.
He's exaggerating. It's not true.
You don't lie to Mama.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, okay, it was a squirrel. Yes, that's a.
Well,
I
maybe
will say that I didn't lie.
Well, maybe this squirrel whatever this squirrel is, dragon or squirrel, maybe it was doing you a favor. Maybe it brought you home in time. I'm afraid I've got bad news. Your elder sister,
Yeah.
I'm afraid she's passed. We're having a funeral service this afternoon. And, well, I wanted everyone to be there, and I knew you were busy, but I didn't want to bother you at your job, you know? I knew how important it was. She sort of cups her mouth as she just chokes back a couple of her words. Nonetheless, that's not important. You're here now, and it would mean a lot for us if you could stay.
I will go over and hug her.
She sort of almost seems surprised as
This one's not timid. I will hug her like I mean it.
She does so. As you go to hug her, you now notice and can realize around her neck, she has the bands of like tattoos on her neck. The first band represented your father and his life story, you know, the ocean, the sea, the faring, and then his inevitable death. You then see she has got a new band. This is a brand new one, which stretches out and around and tells the story of your elder sister. The end of it, however, has not been completed yet, which is rather unusual. If she had died, that would definitely be the first thing to have been done.